Loudest place I've played is Seattle.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. What was it? Was that?
I didn't play there, but I was there last year with CMU when we played
What
Carolina.
made you rock the Chubb shirt today?
Why not? Why not? You know?
Was it when you got here and obviously like meeting the team level? How helpful was that to sort of
Yeah.
familiar face?
Yeah, it was good. You know, just knowing Bubba, knowing Ant, Matt Adams, a few guys that was already here from Indy with me. It felt good just to know them, and it's just good just to have that feeling of guys, and you ain't walking into a locker room that you don't know nobody. So that was the best feeling for me.
Were you surprised?
How is Deshaun catching that team?
He's been great. He's been great. You know, I've been talking to him almost after every period in practice, just trying to figure out what he see. We just communicating back and forth, and I'm just trying to figure out what he see and what he would do on some of the plays that I'm out there. So I'm putting myself in his shoes as well.
Were you surprised to see Jerome out there today? And how did he look to you?
No, I wasn't surprised at all. You know, I think he's a tough dude. He's gonna go out there and try to give it his all. He's gonna go out there and try to go for the team. He looks good today.
Have you had a chance to process the end of that game? I mean, did you watch it individually at all?
Yeah, I watched it.
What did you think when you went back and watched that?
I feel like we left some plays out there, specifically me. But so for me, I just got to be able to hit those guys. Like I missed Elijah in the back of the end zone. That one gonna haunt me for the rest of the week. That all week this week. But just me being able to get those reps again and making those throws after practices. Just seeing myself go out there and make those throws. Just getting the feel for it and just being ready to cut it loose.
The Colts owner said that you tweeted out that the NFL told him those flags, maybe shouldn't have been thrown.
I was
do you care about that?
I don't. I was a part of a game last year that a flag shouldn't have been thrown. It was thrown, and we lost. So at the end of the day, things happen. Things don't go as planned or the way you think it should go. But it happens.
Is that the helmet off?
Yes.
All right, everybody good?
Thank y'all.
Myles, you up?
Mike greenlighted this too. He said I was good.
I don't know if it's good if the owner can dunk better than some of the players. Is that a?
Hey man, we gotta help my guys out. Whatever we gotta do, we gotta attack the rim with some ferocity.
Myles, what was your motivation for wanting to become a part of the Cavs? Why was this important?
I always loved ball. Still one of the things I will always enjoy. It's one of the ways I connect with my family, especially the men in my family, and want to plant deep roots in the city and make this a community that I'm always a part of.
Ownership opportunities don't come around all that often, even like small pieces or whatever. The Haslams had to buy into the bunch. So just how lucky do you feel that you're able to get a piece of the hometown team and you didn't have to maybe buy part of a team on the West Coast or something like that?
I mean, took time, but the patience definitely paid off. Have a great relationship with Dan, his family, and the guys there at the Cavs. Just part of building a relationship, a genuine connection, and I think we both understood how much I really loved it, and how much these two teams mean to the city, and how we could really branch them together.
As a part owner, are you allowed to sign yourself to the team, even summer league potentially?
Man, there might be something in there where I can get a 10-day, work my way up.
Was it always a dream for you when you started this journey to buy a stake in the NBA team, knowing how much you love ball?
Yes, but when I was growing up, I assumed it'd be something I would do like when I was retired. So I'll be able to get into, and so for it to present itself this early on in my life and career, it's nothing short of a blessing.
It's one thing to show up in the courtside just to take in a game casually here and there. But when did you like really become like a true Cavs fan? When did that hit you?
A true Cavs fan?
Yeah.
Man, 2016.
Front runner.
Hey, I've been a Bron fan for a long time, so being a Cavs fan was almost pretty natural, except when they played the Mavs at that time. But 2016, I really fell in love with that team and how much they came together and won it all. And then when he left, I still had a lot of love for that team and what they were doing in that bond they created.
Seeing that parade, what do you think the Browns parade would be like in Cleveland?
Like no parade that's been done in like the last 4 or 5 years. I think this town would be rocking and shut down for about 4 or 5 days.
Have you had any sort of funny conversations with Jimmy Haslam about the fact that you're NBA owners?
Not yet, but I'm sure I'll start digging at him here soon, or he'll get to me first, one or the other.
You're going to look forward to someday Cavs and Bucks meeting up?
Absolutely. I mean, they're going to be a tough team all year, and so are we. So glad that we're together here, but it's on site whenever it's NBA season and we're off the field.
Myles, you mentioned connecting with your family through hoops, and especially the men in your family. I can't think of anybody, but to have your brother be in the NBA as a player, and now you have this involvement. What's he think about this?
We don't talk like all the time, and we talk consistently, but it's like kind of spaced out. But he texted me. He said it's a grown man move.
Are you prepared for the onslaught of your teammates asking for tickets, gear, or whatever? I'm sure it's gonna happen.
I mean, prepared. Like it was as soon as the news broke, I was swarmed. So the team get the first 2 rows, right? So I gotta make something shake and move.
Are you gonna have like an assistant that's gonna handle that for you, or?
Oh, this is out of my hands. This is bigger than me.
Do you feel like in some ways you'll have a different perspective on a team, looking at it from a little bit of an ownership standpoint, when you think about everything?
Well, yes, but also being able to look at it from a player who's also currently playing on his own team. So I have both perspectives of insight, and so it would be a nice way to challenge myself to balance both and be a good way to level between the players and upper management.
And do you feel like you are leaving your mark on Cleveland and you're sort of leaving a bit of a legacy here? I mean, do you envision that someday you'll be spending a lot of time in Cleveland even when your career is over?
I mean, I'm not going to sell my house and pack up and leave. I definitely plan to be here for a long time. And I know I'll start a family here, and I'm not just going to rip and run once things are over and I hang up the cleats. So I'm going to be here supporting Cavs, supporting the Browns for a mighty long time.
You taking some football questions too?
Hey, I don't ask the question.
So what do you have? What do you have planned for an encore after that game that Jim Schwartz called a performance for the ages?
He said that?
He did.
Oh man. I don't know. I was asking him how I can improve on that. But at the end of the day, he's like, continue to make your teammates better, and that's always the goal and what I'm striving to do. Because it's not always going to come together like that. Those kind of games are few and far between, and how much you uplift your teammates and get them involved and help them make plays, especially like that last play with Z again, the strip sack to win the game. Continue to help for your teammates to make those plays all throughout the game. That's what I look forward to, because as much as I want to take over, sometimes teams are going to do their best to make sure that can't happen. So do what I can, win the opportunities that come, but make the most of those times where I'm getting double and triple team, and open it up for those other guys to make those game changing plays.
Every year, you and other players talk about getting better. what you've been able to accomplish early in your career, it's almost kind of hard to fathom you getting even better. But just the impact that Jim Schwartz has had on you, how has he made you a better player? Maybe not so much from a statistical standpoint, but just as a football player.
Just simplifying it and kind of leveling with me on what I'm seeing, what I'm doing. He knows I play very instinctually, and he loves it. He's happy with how I attack the game, how I attack the line of scrimmage, how I play blocks. He's like, we'll play off of you in most instances. We got to keep the integrity of the defense, but if you're gonna go there and you're gonna get in the backfield and make the play, we'll move around you, we'll adjust. But as long as you hold the edge, you don't leave any of the other D linemen out to dry. You don't open up the gaps. We're gonna ride with you, and I'm 100% bought in on everything that he's called for me and us as a D line and defense to do.
You've always coveted NFL Defensive Player of the Year. Do you feel like a couple more monster games like that? I mean, those really put you on the map. Do you feel firmly in the conversation of that now? You got to just kind of keep it going?
Nah, I don't get into all that. A war's an award. At the end of the day, we want the big one, Lombardi. So we got to continue to play together as a team and complementary so we can win that one. The Defensive Player of the Year, that comes down to statistics and sometimes narrative. So you got to play for the love of the game and play for your teammates. All the rest of that will take care of itself.
When you see Tony jump on that fumble you call, do you thinking when's your next touchdown coming?
It bounced to me, and I was falling over Minshew, and I bounced it off the ground, and I watched it go away. And I was like, I hope somebody gets it. But I was excited that it was just a big play, and wasn't sure who was going to come up with it. But when Tony did, it was it's a big moment for him. Yeah. I'm not mad that I didn't get it. I love that he's able to shine himself. He's able to make a big play, and people are able to know his name. He's able to get some gratification.
Your thoughts on Gino?
Gino.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep, what she said.
I think he's pretty darn good. I think he's calm and he's very capable. He's mobile in the pocket. He's always looking downfield, and if you relax on him, think he's not one of those top guys who gladly go and prove you wrong.
If you happen to jump outside, are you just going to keep going now? Jim said that.
Oh yeah,
the lesson he taught.
We're going. If I take that step and I'm by the line and I'm not trying to pull my head back and all that, I'm just going to fire off.
You guys are 4-2.
We'll do one more after this.
But around Cleveland, it seems a little bit more doom and gloom. Do you feel around?
That's y'all. That's y'all's fault.
Do you feel like you're kind of under the radar in terms of the national state of this team and how good you guys actually are?
Only as good as your last game. So, we got a W, and that's all that matters. We look forward to going to Seattle and playing as hard as we can to secure another W. It's all doom and gloom until you get another win. So, keep on abating those negative comments and opinions by winning on the road and winning in the division. And right now we have a chance to go out to Seattle and win a big one.
Good.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. sort of jumpstart things and get things rolling for you?
Yeah, I feel like that's exactly what it did. You know, we needed that in a crucial moment, and you know, we got it done. I'm grateful that I made the play.
And do you feel like it's been a challenging season so far from a passing game standpoint, but is that just a glimpse of things to come of what you can provide for this offense?
Yeah, I mean, we just like everybody else, we've been hit with some obstacles, but you know, I feel like we're adapting through them, and that was a result of it.
Obviously, you guys would love to have Deshaun out there, but was it a little more helpful for you guys this week to have some clarity at the beginning of the work week, knowing he's not going to be available, PJ's going to have to carry it through, and so you really got to spend that week preparing with PJ for Seattle? Did that make life a little easier for you guys?
Yeah, knowing that we know who it's going to be helps us as far as the communication and what we got to get done as far as what he sees and what we see. So yeah, it definitely makes the game easier.
And just how do you think he's handled? I know it's the role, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Your number gets called, you got to get out there. But just how do you think he's handled this whole thing?
I feel like he's doing a good job. You know, you can't do nothing but stay ready, and I feel like that's exactly what he's doing. You know, and we're gonna see what he does Sunday. All good. All right, perfect.
I thought it was just me.